Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is another episode. And, whew, yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm not my regular self today because I had just watched the movie Till. It's the movie of Emmett Till. And I must say, movie of the year. To everybody who haven't seen it, missed out. It came out on DVD yesterday and Blu-ray. So I had told my homie Keith, because he's the writer and the producer of the movie, that I was going to watch it. And I watched it. And they did everything right. Everything was historically correct. And it just made you really feel like that you was in 1955, Chicago. And it's such a shame that a lot of people just totally slammed this movie when it first was announced. And this was his mother's wishes. And even though I never met his mother, I had the opportunity of meeting somebody who did her last interview. So it's just one of those things that we really need to take homage and take full advantage of the times that we are now and the opportunities that we have now. And it just really shows you a mother's love, a mother who will fight for her son. And it's just really showed me that my mom, how strong she is as a black woman. Because my mom fought for me a lot of times, and just the pain, the anguish that Miss Mamie Bradley had to go through. And I would say that it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. If anything, it was very educational. It was the best that they could do, just with the testimonies and the court proceedings, and it really just gave you that racism of Mississippi. Like I was pissed. Like I was really angry because the white folks down there just was so bold and unsympathetic, you know what I'm saying? And it just allowed me to, I would say, that the miniseries that they had, Women of the Movement, in this movie, it matched. I would say that it matched. And the two actresses that played his mother did a phenomenal job and really captured a grieving mother, you know what I'm saying? And, the actor that played Emmett did such a wonderful job. I would like to see him in more films. But the best actor to me was Sean Patrick Thomas, like, who played the fiance. Man, he did such a wonderful job with the accents, the mannerisms, and you wouldn't think that that was the dude from Save the Last Dance, but he did such a wonderful job. Even the actress that played the bitch, Caroline Bryant, whew, she was pissing me off. And the sheriff and the murderers. But one thing I would say like I won't say one thing, but I would say like a few things that made me um, love about the movie, and a few things that I didn't know was that Mammy and the Uncle Moses kind of have friction between each other. I did not know that, and then also they showed that he had a shotgun in the house when Emmett was abducted. I did not know that either. And also that Medgar Evers took Mammy back to the Brian's grocery store. I did not know that either. So this movie has a whole lot of things that's correct and just very authentic. Just whoever built that grocery store, because the real grocery store is abandoned. So whoever built it did a phenomenal job, like crew members and stuff like that. Like they really took you back to that moment, and you just really see just what she had to go through while she was down there, because they made it seem like it was a hoax. Like Emmett Till's alive and y'all making this up and y'all bringing trouble down here, but y'all really just added insult to injury. And I say this just to tell people, like, they don't care about us. They never did care about us. And then you have a 14-year-old kid that got killed for nothing, got killed for a lie. And we just continue to bullshit. We continue to do things just off the strength of we not gonna care, we not gonna learn, and we not going to just be humble about the times and the era that we stay, because we don't go into restaurants or go into public places with the colors sign and the white only sign. We don't see those things. So that's one thing that I can appreciate about this era, where you can like feel like a man, where you can feel like a human being, that you can get something simple like something to eat, and then you don't have to go outside and eat your food. You can actually sit in the restaurant or the establishment and enjoy your meal. But it's just those type of things right there that a whole lot of us take for granted. We don't understand it. We will never understand it. But I just enjoyed the movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. And just special thanks to my homeboy Keith Bochaw. He made it happen. He did it such a exceptional job, just telling Emma's story and delivering just no sugarcoating on this. It was just really real. It was moving, and it was phenomenal. Just everybody did their part and delivered. Even the murderers. Um, and I'm glad that they showed more black people who was in the truck that night that they abducted Emmett, because that's important. What happened, who knows? But what was said to those black men that held them down in the back of a pickup truck needs to be exposed, even though it was out of fear and intimidation. They need to be exposed, because y'all had a hand in this, and everybody who was responsible should be exposed. And y'all need to really indict Carolyn Bryant. Really, really indict her, because how can you just go on with your life knowing that you participated in killing a 14-year-old boy? And that little boy ain't do nothing. He was naive, he didn't know about Mississippi. because he wasn't from Mississippi and he wasn't programmed like Mississippi. And I understand that people did what they had to do in order to survive because the fear modeling was real, the intimidation, the terrorism, the lynchings, the murders, and having an all-white jury set your murderer free from killing you, or not even take full seriousness in the law to convict a white man for killing a black man back then, or black people, period. I get it, I understand it, but it's just a reality. It's a wake-up call for us who don't understand, who don't see the seriousness of what we got to do as a people. So I'm just really happy that this movie was made and his story was told, and that he has an anti-lynching law, even though it took 67 years after his death for it to be issued. But it just allowed me to just really see it from my own eyes, basically. And I'm just really moved, you know? And they showed the body, you know, they did the best that they could, but no Hollywood makeup or special effects can recreate Emmett Till's corpse, you know what I'm saying? So I would say like they did what they could, you know, it was close enough, but nobody can recreate that. No makeup artists, none of that. So they did the best that they could. I had no idea. Ooh. Now that body scene had me tripping. I ain't gonna lie, that body scene, like, but yeah, we just have to take these stories and just cherish what we have in today's era, because we take a lot for granted. But yeah, everybody, man, go watch it if you can. You know what I'm saying? You know, support my boy Keith Bochaw. Like I said, he came on the show and I told him I was gonna watch it, and I watched it, and 10 stars, bro. And I'm really proud of you, man. Thank you for your years of persistence to get this and to allow this to happen. And to everybody else, go watch it. You know, watch it as a family so y'all can talk and have discussions, because I fucks with this movie. I won't watch it again, but but I recommend for everybody to watch it at least once and just have a discussion about it. Talk to your kids, talk to your parents. Just really check it out, because this is still going on today. So I'm done with this review. Y'all watch and y'all subscribe, like the video. If you want to hit the Cash App, $, the 1804 Show, Chapter 2. And I'm out. Peace.